Hello friends, it's me, your pal, Bill Savely with Savage's Disc Golf. Couple of things I wanted to talk about. First and foremost, I'm coming off probably one of the worst performances I've had since I started this game. I played in a league on Sunday at a course called Knoch Knolls in Naperville. 18-hole course, a lot of trees, a lot of shot shaping that needs to be there. And we played the long tees to the far basket. Now, I'm older, I don't throw as far, so I figured it would be a challenge. I shot 15 over par. 15! And I didn't start out that bad. I started out with a par. And over the course of the front nine, I was only 2 over. I was only 2 over par after 9. So on the back 9, I shot 13 over par for 9 holes. How did it happen? Hole number 10, I held onto the disc too long and it just shot to the right, hard, over a big, huge array of trees. My second shot, I thought I would just hyzer it way up and over. And I didn't aim the right way. I hit a tree, so it stayed in that position. So then I'm like, I'll take a penalty because I really want to make it around there. I threw that penalty shot directly into the same area. I lost a disc. I lost my Calvin Heimberg destroyer. I have no business throwing a destroyer at this point. None. But I threw it anyways. And then after that, I realized how difficult it was to get back into the game mentally. And it just affected me the rest of the way. I managed to hit every tree humanly possible on the back 9. My forearm, which isn't very strong as it is, just completely left me all the way. And it just really, it was humbling. It was very sad. It was very frustrating. But then I flipped it. I thought to myself, well, this was about to happen. You had been playing really, really, really well. So you're going to go down at some point. And boy, did I. I mean, the elevator cable broke, y'all. And I came crashing down. So I'm getting back on the wagon here. This is my first round since I played that absolute terrible round. And I have a brand new disc to try out. I got my hands on the Dynamic Discs Motive. Now this is an 8-speed with a 6 glide, a 3 turn, and a 2 fade. So it should be a little understable, kind of stable, but here's the thing, it's only 147 grams. It's very windy out here. It looks like there's a storm coming, so we're gonna see what I can do. So let's shoot around here and see how well I can do here at Proska Park. All right, so new disc time. This is the Dynamic Discs Motive. Very lightweight disc. I imagine this one's gonna go all over the place. So we'll see. 2 discs off the first tee. So I'll throw this one first and then I'll throw my trusty trail. I wanna thread that gap. Look at that thing go. That's not bad. Not bad for the very first time I threw it. Let's throw the trail and let's give it a little more juice and a little bit better follow through. A little better, decent skip. 2 good shots off that tee. So much of this game is mental, but also so much of this game is technical. Your form you have to have good form. You need to throw a little bit nose down. You need to follow through. And that's going to be my goal for the round today. I'm going to see exactly how well I can play when I'm thinking about absolutely everything and focusing on absolutely everything. Because I got to a point in the round at Knoch Knolls where I just gave up. You can't do that. A tale of 2 shots. There's the 8-speed Motive. There's the 10-speed trail. 2 off the first. We're taking the trail. Got to get better at my approach shots as well. I've usually been pretty short. Bad rock. But the distance was there. It was a good shot. No putt practice. Just wing it. Hole number 2, interesting hole here as well. Last time in the league, I parked it. Both of my shots off the tee, I parked. So I was able to birdie this hole both times. This one, I didn't send it out far enough to the right. So I have a pretty challenging putt here for birdie, but nothing that I cannot make. It's just gonna be a long one. Just send it. You got this. Getting better at this hole by keeping my disc down and sending it through. Same thing today. Nope, that's too high. What are you doing? Oh. Let's try this motive, shall we? Worked well on the first tee. A little bit lighter, keep it down, follow through. Oh, there's that understability. Oh well. Just kind of one of those, you don't really want to land here, but it's not as bad. And I don't want to hyzer it out. I want to kind of straight shot it there and just have it land close. Kind of like that. Thank goodness for the bricks. Kept me in bounds. Hole number 4. I need to tell myself, I love this hole. Just keep it low, send it straight. Using the hex. Nope, that's gonna go left. It's my release point. The hex is supposed to be a neutral mid-range, but as you saw, for me, it just flipped over there to the left, as if it were overstable. But I know what the issue is. I'm not releasing it flat or on a bit of an anhyzer to keep it straight. One of the things I definitely have to work on. And now I have almost impossible look for birdie here. Yeah, it's like, really? Just don't think it's gonna. So I have 2 options. I can hyzer it up and around to try to give it a run, or I could scoot it underneath and save par. You gotta live your life on the edge, right? Oh, so I didn't hit this, I hit this. All right, it's time to buckle down here. I've got nothing but pars. I can birdie this, birdie that one, birdie 6. Got to go up and over. Consistency. Consistency is key. This hole gives you a look, and it's the same look every time you play it. Struggle is throwing that disc on the line that you need to throw it on so that it does what you want it to do. Don't know how, but this time I really got a hold of that Valkyrie and it just kind of stayed flat. It wasn't that big of a hyzer. So like the shot that I wanted to have, the other hole stayed straight, was actually this. So I'm far enough, so I'm happy about that, but this is going to be another challenging putt. Wanted to land right over here, but instead I landed here. Now, I cleared the bush, which is nice. It looks like they trimmed them recently. This is a putt I should make. This is a putt I will make. This is how I start to do better here. Nice, right? What'd I say? But see, that's the ticket. Nice and easy. I followed my line. I visualized it. It came out of the hand the right way, and I let it fly. Oh, that feels good. And if we can talk a bit about progress, that hole 5, I cleared these bushes, and I was pin high to the right. Now, when I first started, I had trouble getting anywhere near those bushes. So I would have a long second shot, so I inevitably ended up bogeying that hole almost every time. And I just birdied it. So positivity, hole 6, let's go. My nemesis. Should be easy. You just want to hit that gap, keep it low, let the disc come around and land into the wood chips. Should be simple. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, superhero. See what I did there? Come on. It's gonna be short, but I think that's a look. This is another one of those mentally challenging holes. You look at it and you think, this is easy money. I should be making this birdie every time in my sleep. But then what happens is you have a tree over here on the left, you have a tree on the right, you have 3 trees that surround the actual putting area. You just have to send it. You can't send it too far, but you have to send it enough. And right here, I got a good look. Nice. Forehand, which I normally don't throw because it's so good. Send it out to the right. Send it out to the right. Follow through. That'll do it. That's a decent shot. And again, this hole for me has gone all over the place. I've been far to the left on a forehand. I've been far to the left on a backhand. Rarely have I gone to the right because early on I stopped trying to throw the backhand and thread the needle. There's like 7 trees here and they're all tick-tock between each other and it's a very tight gap to hit. But that forearm, if you throw it the right way and it holds the angle, that's a Valkyrie, a stable disc, but it held the angle and now I've got a decent look at least saving par on this hole, which is huge. You're kidding me. You saw that, right? You just saw that? That was a ridiculous putt for birdie. Oh my goodness. Now I will say this. I think a lot of that was luck, but luck because everything that I've been working on, I actually executed and I did it the right way. Thank you. I visualized the line that I wanted the disc to go in. Felt good in the hand. I released at the right time. It was a nice steady flight and it just bang went right into the basket. Love it. Hole number 8. How well can we play here today? This is an amazing opportunity to keep your shot low. and to work it. Oh, I let go of it early. That's all right. And you can see how it goes. You can see how you have all the momentum in the world, and then you get on a hole like this and it's boom. You release it early. Then you take a second shot just to see where you went wrong. Boom. You hit a tree. But we're picking up that second shot because we're playing the first shot. My trail went over here by number 9's tee, which is whatever. We're going to make this at least close and save par. And it's an odd one because I have a little bit of a gap here, but I've really got to hit it, or I can come around this way and forehand it. I don't really utilize this shot a lot, so now is the perfect time to practice it. Just get it close. That hit the pole. I'd say that's close enough. Oh, I'm happy with that, because that's a par off of that terrible tee shot to save par, because my approach shot worked. I got it exactly where I wanted it to be. So save par, we don't take any damage. We're gonna play the first throw because it's the trail, and this is what's gonna count. But it's also a really good opportunity to try this motive again, that slightly understable disc. Let's go, trail. That's actually a good shot. Not far enough, but good. You gotta stay away from the left side. Let's throw that motive, this motive. It's 147 grams, so it feels like I'm throwing a piece of tissue paper. Man, that snaps. Pretty far as well. And you learn things as you go along. I think I've learned a lot. That 147 gram disc feels like absolute magic in my hands. It's a nice, somewhat grippy, tacky plastic. Looks like it's in a slightly premium blend, so it feels good. And then there is a big difference between like 174 grams and 147 grams. And you just saw that right there, because that shot is Jones. So there's the first shot to the basket there. And then if you could see right over here, that's where my second shot ran into one of the fellow Berwyn disc golfers, Kate. She's out here after work, gonna be tossing some discs. So let's try to get this birdie here on 9. I don't know if you can hear the cicadas, but they are pretty loud here. This is such a beautiful park. It really is. But wouldn't this be great to sink this for birdie? Because we can. I mean, we've shown it today, right? Now, same good release. It felt great, but I didn't start it out far enough to the right so that it would turn in. So we are going to have to settle for a par. All right, folks, we finished. We parred number 9. So where did we finish for the day, for this round? 3 under par. I'll take it. 3 under par at my skill level, coming off an absolutely terrible performance. So let's say theoretically, I would have played 18. Could I have gotten 3 more birdies out there and no bogeys? I think so. So I'm pretty happy with it. The potential to shoot 6 under for 18, that's good. My best round out here for 20 holes is 8 under par. So 6 for 18, I'll take it. Anyways, that's it for today. So I'm rocking my Ezra Adderhold polo. I mean, minus the beefcake muscles and the amazing hair. But this was a good day. I'm glad I came out here and I'm glad I threw some discs. Do what you enjoy. It's tremendously important to do what you enjoy. We get one run at this life thing. We ought to enjoy it as much as possible. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll see you next time.